At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
To the 15. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Give to the big fullback. And he burrows his way into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking downfield, it's Tavad. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 45, on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the point after is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this and running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. The pull and throw off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Tavai. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The sure hands, it's Akbar. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hits the spin cycle. Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like these. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking deep. He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Across the 10, running toward the tape. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to go up top on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Grab near the marker. It's locked. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Golden Gophers have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
going to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 35. Oh, look out! At the 30. The 10. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be dragged down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got it behind the line. It's Samuel. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Inside the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to ULM. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On 3rd down, going up top. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
Back to pass, it's Tavai. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success. But
unleashes one deep. catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touch pass on the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Open runway ahead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. It's Tavai. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the quick game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The pirouette on the run. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Plows through the defense. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Back to pass. It's Tavai. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber. And the ball's on the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in, and that miracle is no longer coming now.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking for a man. It's Tavai. Fires left. He's got an open man. Turns it on down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
It's 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
42 Spider.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.